Hey administrators, thanks for coming back to D Square Head to have something to take away. In this tutorial, we are going to learn prerequisite RPM installation before we install Oracle database software. But before that, if you are new to this channel, I request you to subscribe to the channel as we don't follow a traditional PPT approach to learn the concepts. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. In the previous lecture, we have completed Oracle Linux operating system installation. In this video, we are going to see the prerequisite RPM installation to install Oracle database software, and then we'll continue with creating our database software, installing our database software and then create our first database. In real time, you will not be having access to your virtual machine directly. I'm accessing my virtual machine directly here in this case, but in real time you cannot access your virtual machine directly. What all you need to do is to access it remotely using any remote access software. Here in this case, I will use putty software to access my virtual machine remotely. How can I access that? Just give this 192.168.1.128, give this IP. Yeah, this is the IP. So give that IP and access your virtual machine. So 192.168.1.128, I could access my virtual machine using putty. Root. The password that I gave is RAC123. So that I'll give it here. Let me make the font bigger. Change 14. Okay. Okay. Yep. RAC123. Perfect. Now ping google.com. If I can access Google, there is some packet transfer happens, and you can see that packet transfer. Yes, I can access internet. So here, before installing Oracle database software, as I said, there are few prerequisite RPMs that has to be installed at operating system level as well as at database level. So there are few operating system packages that has to be updated, and there are few Oracle database software related RPMs that has to be installed. So we'll do them one by one. This is the documentation that I have for us, and it is available in dbapath.com. I'll share the link in the description. I'll share the link to the standard operation procedure or SOP in the description below. So what I'm going to do, I'm blindly following the settings that are there here. These SOP is derived from installation guide, Oracle database installation guide. So what I need to do, go to the location. Okay, go to the location and get the latest repository file. What this step is going to do, this step is going to download this file from internet to this location. Wget is a command to fetch a file from internet. What is this file is all about? This file contains the location where my server has to search for certain RPMs. So if I do yum install Chrome, it will go to the location that is mentioned in this file to download the Chrome. So now ls-lrt, I have the file. What is the second step? Open that file and ensure that these two has setting as enabled. So what I need to do, open that file in the VI editor, ensure that OL6 latest, this is my OL6 latest, there should be enabled equal to 1, and OL6 UEK latest, let me search for that. Yeah, OL6 UEK latest, check enabled equal to 1. Now I do have both things already enabled. I need not do any change, just I cross checked it. Next, what is the third step? I just need to do all these things as step 3. These are all the things that I have compiled based on my previous or past experience of installing operating system and Oracle database software installation. So what we'll do, we'll blindly follow these settings in order to avoid future issues. Yum clean all. Yes. And the next thing, update your packages. Yum update will update all the existing packages that are installed in your server. So it takes a while. It takes for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's wait for it to begin, and then I'll pause the video. You can skip this step. You can skip this step and you can continue with Oracle database prerequisites. But if you get any issue during the operating system prerequisite check, we need to again come back here and do this. So what I'll do, yep, it has started downloading the required files. Any questions, any doubts, you can ping in the comment section below. I'll reply to the doubts, I'll reply to the questions while installing. While you are doing installation, you have any issue, you can ping in the comment section, or you can comment in this site. I will answer each and every question. I got an issue. I need to choose skip broken to continue. Let me choose that. Yes, it has started downloading these packages. It takes some time. So let me pause the video so that it will download all the 700 change packages and it will update around 1400 packages. So what I'll do, I'll pause the video. Yes, this completes Yum update, updating our operating system. What is the next step? Just follow this. It won't take much time. Hello? Yep, it won't take much time. Next step, let me clean everything again. Yum update Yum. Right, next Yum update curl. This completes operating system level pre-installation. Now we'll do Oracle database requisites. The first one, Oracle database related prerequisite RPM installation. Just click on yum install. Click on yes. Perfect. And next, let me create a group. Group is already there. Just cross check whether the other groups are there or not. This group is already there. This group is already there. So what do I need to do? I need to add a user, as simple as that. Oh, user is already there. Let me check. su-oracle. Yep, user is already there. Just I need to proceed with the following steps. But again, I need to change the password. Let me go back. PASSWD Oracle, new Oracle. Just I change the password as Oracle. Next, create prerequisite directories. Create a directory. Make Oracle as a user owner for the directory. Create a directory to hold the software. Change the permission and change the permissions. Yep. I've created prerequisite directories. Now what do I need to do? Go to SE Linux, disable it. DISABLED, disabled, this one. Next, save. Next, I need to change the kernel parameters. Copy. Just copy what is there here towards the enter, save. We will discuss about these kernel parameters one by one in a separate video. It needs a lot of discussion, so we'll do that later. Now next, change the security limits, PI. Okay, change the limits. Again, we need to discuss a lot about this. We'll have it in a separate video. Save towards the bottom of the file. Now edit hosts file. Add an entry to your 192.168.1.128 is my IP address and my host name is DBA path, and save. Next, I need to enable GUI and unzip my software and then install it. But I have not copied my software to my virtual machine. I need to copy that. What I'll do, I'll use WinSCP software to copy my my software from my physical machine to my virtual machine 192.168 root. Right, I have my software in D drive here. Let me copy it to my softwares folder. Where is my softwares folder? I've created a softwares folder. This is my softwares folder. Let me copy the software. You can get this software from Oracle official website. Just register yourself and download the latest version of the software. I mean, here in my case, we are going to do it in 12C. 12.2.01 is the software that I have. What I'll do, I will download. I have downloaded 12.2.01, and that is what we are going to install it now. Let us wait for a minute.
Thanks for watching the video.
Process.
I hope you liked it. If you wanted to learn database administration from the scratch, Please do subscribe to this channel so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much.